dear lovely YouTubers. How are you all out there? Hope everyone's okay. Sure you are. Hope you are. It's the 27th of May today. It's bank holiday in the UK and we're heading for an election. I'm sitting here drenched, drowned because I got caught out in the rain. Suddenly a big shower of rain come down. And I'm here to tell you of my coincidences that I've had this week. And I know I do like to jabber on, and when people are watching, they click off by now because I haven't got to the point. Dear people watching, I often don't have a point, right? I just jibber jabber and then I squeeze in the coincidence stories in between my jibber jabber. But this week I've managed to write down some of the coincidences that I had and have happened for me. And I will have a quick look through my camera as well, because sometimes I take photos so that I can remind myself what the stories were. Well, first of all, this week, I had some sad news that a friend of mine who's been treated for cancer for quite some time. And now she's been taken in for some treatment because she's really not well. And I thought, oh, I'll take her some flowers in the hospital. And then someone said to me, you can't take flowers into the hospital. So I thought, oh, well, I'll take the flowers, give them to her daughter. Her daughter can have them, take them home. Went into the flower shop and said, have you got any bird of paradise flowers? And she said, no, but we've got these, which are like a similar flower from the same flower family. And they're not, don't look like a bird of paradise that's got really like a beak, but they have got all very similar petals and patterns on them. What do you think of my backdrop? Let me know what you think about this backdrop, because Zoom allows you to put any random backdrops in. So this bird of paradise flowers, I walk into hospital and I've got these bird of paradise flowers. Anyway, it turns out she's not on a ward where you're not allowed flowers. She's in a pod, a little room, little private little room that's private for her. Gives you a bit of privacy, doesn't it, when you're in hospital and you're not well. And I walk in with these two flowers. I had two in the florist, so I bought both of them. And the options were orange or white. And she's got sort of reddy colour hair. So I thought, oh, I'll get her the orangey, gingery colour ones, because that does remind me of her. And her and her daughter both looked at me like as if they'd seen a ghost. And I was like, what? Well, just before I'd walked in, my friend had said to her daughter that if she passes away, she's going to come back and give her a sign that she's okay and she's made it, and to let her know that she's around by showing her the bird of paradise flower. And then I walk in carrying these two things, explaining I couldn't get a bird of paradise flower. And they'd literally just had a conversation about it and had a discussion between themselves as what they would come back as to show the other person that it's them. And that made them all chilly, you know, like all goosebumpy and all chilly. And I was like, oh, that's lovely. For me, that says that I was sort of had that hunch, that intuition to go and do the thing. Because someone had said, don't get flowers because they're not allowed flowers. And I did it anyway. I was hunched forward to doing it. So I did. And then the next day, she sent me a little video of a pony being brought into the hospital room in Southend Hospital. They bring like therapy ponies in so the ponies can walk around and the patients can stroke them. Literally, I kid you not, it looks like a little donkey, but it was a pony.
And in England, they bring ponies to hospitals.
This is normal for us. Secret.
Aww.
She likes the beds. I swear one day she's just going to jump on one.
Oh. As long as she likes the attention.
And the pony was called Secret. Well, the coincidence there for me is that this book I'm reading, called The Secret Barrister. Can you see that against the backdrop? I'm sorry, I know it's going in and out. Look, but it's got secret highlighted, the word. Can I show you this when there? How about that? So it says The Secret Barrister, and the word secret is highlighted. So for her to then send me a little picture, little video of this pony, and the pony's called Secret, because that's quite an unusual name for a pony. I like that because that book was sitting on my desk when I received her video. So I sent her a photo of it. And also, The Secret Barrister, I've held that up 3 times in chats I've had with people this week because there's been a coincidence around the law, around legalities, around the word secret, around barristers. I'm like, I love this. I've really got to hurry up and read it, haven't I? This week I was in Sainsbury's. I went to the self-service checkout, and as I'm standing there, there's this little old lady. She was only up to like my shoulder. She's like little tiny little thing. And she's clutching 2 items and she's looking at me with these big blue eyes. And I looked at her, I said, are you okay there? Because there's like loads of other tills that she could have gone to. She's just sort of hovering by my elbow. Did my shopping. I said, do you want to use another till? She said, no, I'm happy to use this one. She said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm like, do you need some help? She's like, yes, please. So I showed her how to use the barcode and how to put it on the weighing thing before you scan the next one and put the coins in. And she got change out. She put too much coins in. And she was so happy. She went off clutching her little goods like as if she'd really had a successful hunting trip, you know. And then the next day, I was walking down the road, walking along, I want to say Milton Street. So little old lady comes out of what was the polling station last week when everyone was voting. She says to me, excuse me. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm going to be asked for directions here. She said, she said, I'm legally blind, something, technically blind, something like that, she said. But she wasn't actually blind. She didn't have a stick, but she just said very bad eyesight. Could you help me across the road? It's like, yeah, sure. So I literally helped an old lady across the road. But what are the chances of me being in exactly the right place as she came out of, I think possibly she was at the church because the polling station was around behind the church. What are the chances of me being in the right place at the right time to help her? You know, it's that makes me happy. Let me have a quick look at my coincidences that have happened during my week. My other coincidences. Oh yeah, one of my, also, same lady that's involved with the hospital daughter, she says whenever she's abroad and she's in Turkey or wherever, if she's been for a while, she sees a unicorn, she thinks of me. That's how she thinks of me. And as she sent me a message this morning, I was walking past a big poster of a unicorn, so I sent her a picture of that, which you have to laugh, don't you? Whether or not I'm going to get time to actually put these photos on, I don't know. And then this morning, I had a little stone in my shoe, so I stopped to take the stone out. And as I bent down, I noticed there was this little hair grip underneath a wrought iron bench. So I took a picture of it. What's the universe saying? Get a grip? Something for the hair. And then I saw this doormat saying shut the front door. Made me laugh. Took a photo, sent it. Lovely photo of the seafront that I walk past every day. And then a little hat on the seafront, hats off from the universe. Again, I'm still taking pictures of hats. And I do still share all these things on my Instagram. So if anyone wants to catch up with me in real time, I'm on Instagram at Tastastic Silver. What's this a picture of? I don't even know what that's a picture of. A pair of trainers. I'm not sure if I've already spoken about these coincidences. I might have spoken about some of these in my last video because I'm trying to do one of these a week so that I can keep on top of it, because otherwise they get really behind and I can't be bothered because I've lost the momentum and the interest in explaining the coincidence stories by then. If it's not sort of new and fresh and happening right now, it's sort of like old news, you know, unless it's really prominent and the type of coincidence that you put in your book or in a book, any book. If you've got my book, you've got a little journal at the back to put your coincidences in. Then I don't feel like telling the story again, you know, because you won't be the first people that I've told the story to. I would have told the story to people that I know in my little life, right? Anyway, dear lovely people, thanks ever so much for watching. Let me know if any of you out there have any coincidences around the bird of paradise this week. That's my thing for this week. Last week it was the name Valerie. This week it's the bird of paradise. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.